I'm playing to win, I'm playing to win, I'm playing to win. As I reach inside and dare to be great, I dance, I yell, and I celebrate.
Hi, Annalise here, bringing you another amazing episode of Breakthroughs Before Breakfast. Have you ever done something which you felt you just weren't that great at? Whether it was sports, academics, arts, whatever it may have been. Now think of how that may have held you back from growing in those areas. Whether it was sports, where you may have thought, I'm just not as good as everyone else, so you stopped playing. Or academics, where you may not have done as well in certain subjects, so you stopped striving to learn them. Whatever it is, we all have weaknesses. But how do we stop them from holding us back and turn them into strengths? Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Our strengths grow out of our weaknesses." This brings me to this week's principle. I polish my weaknesses until they become my greatest strengths. So right now, I'm going to give you some key tips for how you can turn those weaknesses into strengths. The first one, identify your area of weakness. By doing this, you then get to realize exactly where your problems lie and what you can do in order to start solving them. Next, break it down. For example, if you have a hard time tackling large-scale projects, break them down into smaller ones which you can complete over time. By doing this, you then start accomplishing something measurable, and as you start accomplishing more and more, the large-scale tasks begin to seem easier and easier. Next, eliminate the fear of failure. Fear limits us and our ability to achieve the things which we most want. Perseverance is a key part of turning your weaknesses into strengths. Don't be afraid to make mistakes as you're going along the way. Falling down and making those mistakes is just part of the process of learning. Next, surround yourself with a support network. One of the most valuable resources we have in our lives is those who we surround ourselves with. It's said that opposites attract, but not only that, they can balance each other. Did you know that approximately 30% of CEOs are dyslexic? They have to surround themselves with people who can read the fine print so that they can do what they do best. Next, train, train, and train. This is where the polishing comes in. It's working on something again and again until it's a strength. Making skills takes time, and as we've said before, it can take about 10,000 hours in order to really master something. But so many people, the first time, if they do something and they don't get it right or they're not the best at it, they quit and give up. But when you were learning to walk, did you get up for the first time and start running? If so, I acknowledge you. But for the rest of us, it took a lot of work. You have to be compassionate on yourself and know that with hard work, discipline, and the integration of distinctions, which you can only get by actually going through the learning process, eventually you can get to exactly where you want to go. And last, celebrate all successes. This one is so important, to celebrate your successes and acknowledge yourself as you're going through the learning process. Even if you're not yet at the place where you want to be, acknowledge the fact that you're doing it, that you're on your way, and the progress that you are making. The more you're celebrating and in a positive space, the more success will just keep pouring into your life. By doing all these things, you then get to realize exactly where you are, where you need to go, and the steps to take in order for you to get there. So who better for this week's world leader than the man recognized as the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan.
When Michael Jordan was a sophomore in high school, he was 5'11", skinny, and was cut from the varsity basketball team, told by his coach that he would never be a great basketball player. However, the summer before his junior year, he grew to 6'3", rejoined the team, and began his path to superstardom. He went on to be a superstar in college, and as a sophomore, he was named College Player of the Year by the Sporting News. As a junior, he received that award again. After his junior year, he was chosen with the 3rd overall pick in the 1984 NBA draft by the Chicago Bulls. Jordan shone in the pro game, with a fabulous first season as an explosive scorer, earning the NBA Rookie of the Year award. The Bulls improved to win 11 more games than in the season prior to his arrival and made it to the playoffs. He's noted as saying, "My attitude is that if you push me towards something that you think is a weakness, then I will turn that perceived weakness into a strength." In his first season, he did not have outstanding shooting range and was thought to roam often on defense. Yet, his medium game, 8 to 15 feet from the basket, was impressive, and his steals tended to compensate for his less than stellar straight-up defense. He worked in the off-season to improve in both areas, and would ultimately be regarded as a threat from anywhere on the floor, and one of the best ever one-on-one defenders. His individual achievements rank among the best in the professional game's history. He once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game to the winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed."
So right now, leave a comment below telling us what's some area that you can work on and polish to become a strength to help propel you forward in your business or your life. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to tune in again each week for a new episode of Breakthroughs Before Breakfast.